I decided to get my NBA video in because that was way more exciting than that joke of whatever that was, which I'm gonna talk about that. I'm gonna do a stream about that. Oh, by the way, if you can, please see if you can find it in your heart to donate to the channel, or keep watching these videos. Try to share these videos, because at the end of the day, like I said, these videos pay for me to go to these fights and everything. So like I said, I got two big fights I got to go to. I got to go to Wilder Fury 3 and Manny Pacquiao versus Errol Spence. And by the way, I'm wondering when are they going to put both tickets on sale so I can start making preparations. But nevertheless, anyway, let me talk some NBA. All right, so like I said, this video is only going to be about the NBA. I'm going to talk about that other crap later on, because that's what it is. It was a load of crap. But nevertheless, and some news concerning the Minnesota Timberwolves. Now, as you guys know, most of you guys know, Alex Rodriguez and his group partners, whatever you want to call it, purchased the Minnesota Timberwolves. Now, there's a rumor going around. I'm going to look further into it. I'm going to do more research. But there's a rumor going around that Alex Rodriguez wants to move that team to Seattle. Now, I don't know if you heard from what they've been saying. Reports are saying that the Key Arena has been renovated, has been updated, and then they're saying there's possible talk that they could also build a new arena there. I guess they would become the Seattle Supersonics again. Now, what happened was, we all know that the Seattle Supersonics got bought out. They got bought, and the owner moved the team to Oklahoma City. I think the owner was from Oklahoma City, so he moved the team. So that's what I've been hearing, that Alex Rodriguez wants to relocate the team to Seattle. Now, remember, the Sacramento Kings almost went to Seattle, but Kevin Johnson pulled a last-minute Hail Mary and it got caught, and the team ended up staying in Sacramento, and they built the new arena. And that's why I don't trust Libby Schaaf, the mayor of Oakland, because I think wholeheartedly, Libby Schaaf doesn't give a damn about sports, and I don't think she cares whether Oakland has one team or no team. I think she's blowing smoke. I think she's not putting forth an effort, and I think she's just full of crap. And by the way, I have reached out to Libby Schaaf, haven't heard from her yet, from her team. I'm going to keep trying, because like I said before, she needs to explain to the good people of Oakland what's going on with the A's, which, by the way, I got more news concerning that. Now, like I said, Kevin Johnson, he from Sacramento, he made it happen. But that's what I've been hearing. So I'll further look into it, because then next thing you know, they'll say, oh, that's not true. That's not true. We're not trying to move the team. That's what they said about the Baltimore Colts that became the Indianapolis Colts. They just picked up and moved. But that was crazy. But anyway, shout out to Kawhi Leonard, man. Kawhi Leonard is a beast, man. At the end of the day, he showed his leadership, and it took a joint effort, but they all chipped in where Kawhi didn't have to carry the load. Kawhi got them over the hump in Game 6, and basically I knew that they were toast. And I'm going to talk about Dallas and Luka Doncic in a separate video, but at the same time, I got to hold Luka Doncic to the same standards that I hold everybody else. Now, keep in mind, just last year, remember, they said Luka Doncic was better than LeBron James in year 2. Okay, well, they blew this series. Okay, so the arena already got built. Okay, so that means they would move it. Okay, appreciate that. I thought they would build one, but okay, they already built it. Okay, cool. So that means they basically have a plan in place. Okay. But yeah, thanks for the info. Appreciate that. How many people it could hold for hockey? Yeah, but nevertheless, like I said before, Kawhi is a beast, man. I know that they had a setback last year, but I'm gonna tell you right now, this series with Utah is gonna be very interesting. This series with Utah is gonna be very interesting. You got to ask the question: Do the league want the Jazz to go to the semifinals and even go to the finals? Because I think, like I keep trying to tell you, the league wants a New York, LA. The league wants a New York, LA finals. Like I said, if they couldn't get the Lakers, they'll take the Clippers. I'm going to pay close attention on how these games are officiated. You kind of want to pick, I'm going to just watch this game. I'm going to play it by ear. I'm not going to say after 2 games, let's just say the Clippers fall behind, 2-0, and the Clippers have balanced scoring. They got anybody that could get hot. The Clippers played like how they should have played in every game. If it's the Clippers, the Suns in the Western Conference Finals, then I'm probably gonna pick the Clippers, because I just think I'm holding Luka to the same standards. I'm holding Luka to the same standards that I hold everybody else, because like I said before, why should he get a pass? They blew that series. I'm going to talk about the Hawks. I'm going to talk about the Hawks in a minute. I'm going to talk about the Hawks, because I got to talk about the Hawks. And this is just real talk. I'm going to get to the Hawks in a minute. But like I said before, if the Clippers get past the Jazz, I do think they will beat Phoenix. I think they will beat Phoenix in a tough, very competitive 6 or 7 game series. I think, Brooklyn versus the Bucks is going to be an interesting series, because the funny thing is, it is so much riding on this. It's so much riding on this with Giannis. The coach's job is at stake. Because at the end of the day, if Giannis don't get to the finals or get to the Eastern Conference Finals, like I said, people gonna really start looking at Giannis as a guy that can't get over the hump. Because at the end of the day, Giannis can't be stopped in the paint, where he don't have much of a jump shot. He can pound the paint and get inside. Like I said, if Giannis really developed a consistent jump shot, like I said, the man would be just like, damn. If he had Kevin Garnett's game, the man would be just, man. But you just wonder if Milwaukee is just going to collapse again, because once again, you're going to need a gigantic effort from Chris Middleton. And the funny thing is, he has the right name, because sometimes he could be a middle of the mill player. When you need him to step up, sometimes he just disappears. He's the Paul George of the Milwaukee Bucks. Paul George is a guy, like I said, when everything is going well, he looks great. But if something happens to where Kawhi can't play and they need him to step up and just be like, hey, man, we need you to carry the load, then Paul George comes up shorter than a midget on his knees. Oh, excuse me, you can't say midget anymore. Excuse me, small person. Giannis, like I said, the problem was Giannis still haven't became a better free throw shooter. And the same, and that's the same thing that Luka had. Luka is slow as Methuselah, but the dude know how to get to the basket, can drive to the basket. And he's a inconsistent shooter. Luka needs to learn how to play with his back to the basket. He needs to develop a short jump shot. He needs to work on his game. And like I said, he in year 3. At the same time, like I said, I'm not giving him a pass because they blew that series. That was their series to win, and they blew it. And that's just the bottom line. I think Denver versus Phoenix is probably gonna go 6 or 7 games. I don't like the pick. I think it's gonna be a very competitive series, but you kind of want to put your money. You kind of want to put your money on. You kind of want to put your money on Phoenix. Okay, 17,000 for hockey. So that mean probably, okay, 17,000, yeah. For basketball, that's about right, because some teams like small arenas anyway. So to be honest with you, I think if Las Vegas got a basketball team, they would have to build a totally different arena for basketball, because the T-Mobile Arena, that is a horrible, like I said, that is one of the worst arenas like I've ever been to. Just horrible. The T-Mobile Arena is a horrible arena. And the thing is, it's only like 4 years old, but it is a horrible venue. I remember I went to see Andre Ward, Sergey Kopylov won, and like I said, the view there, I mean, they don't have no water fountains, and then the stairs are so steep going up. Like, if you slip and fall, you are going over the rail. When I say you going over the rail, you going over the rail. That's how steep the stairs is. It's just a horrible venue. I know that might be the Phoenix Suns' new home, but they're going to probably have to build a totally different arena for basketball. Because like I said, the T-Mobile is a horrible venue. But like I said, I like Phoenix probably versus Denver. Now, let me get to the Atlanta Hawks. The Atlanta Hawks really got a lot of firepower. And it's not just, they have balanced scoring too. Just like Trae Young is so quick and swift. And this is what I've been trying to tell you, that the league is going to be in good hands. The league got to stop. The NBA got to stop having one dude carry the league. They shouldn't pass the league to Luka, because they just got too much talent. Start giving him more worldwide publicity. They got to start promoting the good teams, not just the city of the teams. They got to stop making the league be about who plays in LA or New York. And like I said before, LeBron James have carried the league like the last 10 years. And I just think that they shouldn't do that. Even when Michael Jordan left until he came back, even when Michael Jordan left until he came back for the third time, you can make an argument who was the best player. You could say, okay, is it Shaq? Is it Tim Duncan? Is it Kobe? Is it Allen Iverson? But then when LeBron came, the league just focused strictly on LeBron. And they put too much emphasis on LeBron going to the finals every year and trying to be the next Michael Jordan. Like I said, the league is set. They got a lot of stars. They got a lot of young guns that they need to start marketing the league around. Stop making it be about one person. You got Donovan Mitchell. You got Ja Morant. You got Randall in New York. You might have, LaMelo Ball. They got a lot of young guns and future stars. Don't market the league around one dude. Don't let one person carry the league. You got Devin Booker. All these, you got Giannis. Giannis is only 26. Why is it so hard for the league to comprehend that? Don't let one dude carry the league. From 79 to like 80, from 79 to like 84, 85, Larry Bird and Magic Johnson, they single-handedly saved the NBA. The games used to be on tape delay. And that was kind of cool. You had Magic Johnson, you had the black guy, then Larry Bird, you had the white guy. So, but it was friendly, it wasn't nasty. It wasn't, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't nasty. And then Michael Jordan came, and then, well, you know what happened when Jordan came. Jordan changed the landscape of basketball, marketing, casual apparel, sneaker apparel. He changed the game forever. Where Jordan did a lot of good, once again, when Jordan left, it got tough. Because he had to carry the league. Even when he retired the first time, it was kind of tough. So now, like I keep saying, the league, they have to like prepare for like life after LeBron. Do they really think LeBron gonna play forever? Well, see, the thing about the LeBroniacs, like I said, you can't have a real conversation with them without them turning it personal and trying. Like one dude, all I said, I made that video. It's time to prepare for life after LeBron, and one dude said, "Man, why all this hate for LeBron James? Why y'all hating? What are you talking about?" LeBron James is going to be 37 December the 29th. The man is going to be 37. Going into what, his 19th season? I mean, like, how long do you think this dude can play? LeBron is showing that he's like, look, LeBron may get old overnight. The NBA cannot make the same mistake once again that they made with LeBron. So when LeBron leaves, it's like, oh man, what we gonna do now? Like I said, I see so much young talent. I see so much young talent. I think James Wiseman with the Golden State Warriors could be a star. You know, Joe Embiid, he's still young. So that's what I'm saying. Don't market the league around one guy. Market the league around the young stars. Like I said, it's that simple. But let me talk about, like I said, let me finish talking about the Hawks. The Hawks got super. When I say the Hawks got firepower, and I just think, like, when I say that the Hawks is going to be a real threat in the next, if they keep that team together and they add a couple of key components, like I said, the Hawks is going to be serious. And let me tell you something about Atlanta. Atlanta actually would be a good city to like have a finals. It's a predominantly black city. It's considered black Hollywood. They film damn near out of every 10 movies that's filmed, they film at least some kind of scene in Atlanta. They film a lot of stuff in Atlanta. Like for real. So I think actually if it's not the Brooklyn Nets, it might be better that the Atlanta Hawks go. Because like I said, Atlanta is a party city. You could do so much out there. Like I said, Atlanta, they damn near, they didn't close anyway during the during the pandemic. Georgia damn near never shut down. I think they was shut down literally like maybe 3 weeks. And they opened back up and ain't looked back. Atlanta is a party city. It's a lot of shit to do out there. Plus they, you know what I'm saying? I don't know about that Lenox Mall because I didn't heard some things about the Lenox Mall, but we ain't gonna go, we ain't gonna go there. But Atlanta got a lot of good, got a lot of different things to do. Like it's a black city, a lot of black businesses out there, and it's a open carry state. So, why not? Why not Atlanta like Clippers finals? That's just real talk. And like I said, Atlanta, they got a lot of firepower. They really do. It ain't just straight. They a well-coached team. And like I said, at the end of the day, this is what I'm talking about. This is why the league need to start marketing these teams. At first, when Dominique played, you used to see Atlanta Hawk games, all the time. And then here's the thing. TBS or TNT is in Atlanta. If I'm not mistaken, CNN is in Atlanta. So, easy access. Turner Broadcasting, if I'm not mistaken, is in Atlanta. See, they just scared. What it is, they just scared some of them reporters gonna get caught at Magic City. Or what's that other one? What's the other spot they got in Atlanta? What's the other stripper club they got? So that's what I'm saying. That dude, Trae Young, that dude can play. That dude, when I say that dude can play, he can play. He is scored. That dude can play. So like I said before, LA Atlanta finals wouldn't be that bad. So like I said before, the NBA really need to start advertising and building the league around these young stars. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I don't think that the Lakers are going to go next year. I don't think the Lakers are going to go to the finals next year. They talking about, look, Anthony Davis just can't stay healthy. Like I said, Anthony Davis is, and I don't want to say that I'm not going to call the man soft. I'm not, because at the end of the day, it's very hard to play basketball. He get paid a lot of money to do what he do. But, however, it just seemed like Anthony Davis is like Samuel L. Jackson's character on Unbreakable. It just seemed like if he flushed the toilet wrong, he hurt. I'm serious. Anthony Davis, it just seemed like if he It seemed like if that dude just, like, for real, that's the only dude I know that could get hurt, like opening the bathroom door, man. I went to the bathroom and my shoulder just completely blew out. And you just be like, damn, man. You just be like, really, Ant? And people have to understand the reason why people get on Anthony Davis because of the type of bread that he's making. But man, this dude, like this man has never played 82 games. I don't even think this man have this man ever had a season where he played even 60 games. I mean, this dude is. I mean, this brother is fragile. As much talent as he has, he just stays. I'm serious. He like Samuel L. Jackson's character from Unbreakable. Like, remember, dude would get up and his bones would break. He'd stand up and something. So, I mean, I'll just be like, damn. And like I said before, man, I don't know what that cat is doing. Obviously, I don't know what's going on with Anthony Davis, but it's just like every season, it's like, when is Anthony Davis gonna get hurt? You just know, like, it's coming. You, instead of you being excited about Anthony Davis playing, it's like you just wonder, okay, when is Anthony Davis gonna be sidelined? What game he gonna miss? Like five to 6 games. I just think Anthony Davis just one of them dudes. I think, like I said, I'm not like trying to question the dude's heart but man, it just seemed like he just seemed like one of them kind of cats. It just seemed like he don't be willing to tough it out. That's and like I said, I don't want to question that dude's heart, but man, it's just like you know, he is on the wrong side of history. And I think this is going to, like I said, when Anthony Davis' career is all said and done, it's going to be hard, like, to try, like I said, he may be one of them dudes. He not going to get into the Hall of Fame on the first ballot. And I just think, like, Anthony Davis is 25, 26 now? 27 at the most? And he's not had one season where he's played 82 games. And he headed toward, like I said, he is a serious candidate for load management. And like I said before, you can't plan a championship around him because you never know when he... Okay, 28. So, yeah, that's what I thought. For me to you, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think Anthony Davis is going to make it to 31. I don't think Anthony Davis going to make it to play till he's 31. I just think that his body is too fragile. And then some people, it's going to get to the point to where some people going to accuse him of being, like, mentally weak. Because that's coming. No, I'm serious. He may not make it till he like 30 because, like I said, the injuries, you have to look at his history. He is on the wrong side of history. And like I said, that's the problem. You just look at, like, when is Anthony Davis going to get hurt? So, like I said, I wouldn't bank on this Lakers team. I wouldn't start making plans. saying that the Lakers is a favorite to go to. To me, I think that they may be done. Oh, what's up, homie? Talking Grub Media. What's up? I think the Lakers may be finished. Now the question comes in with LeBron. Okay, is LeBron just gonna stay around and pad his stats and try to stick around so he could break Kareem's record, or is LeBron James really gonna try to compete for a championship? And I don't want him to try to go to the Golden State Warriors, because if LeBron James tries to go to the Golden State Warriors, when I say all hell is gonna break loose, like I said, I don't even want him to even attempt to try to come play in the Bay Area. I don't even want that thought running through his mind. I just don't. I just don't. But desperate times may call for desperate measures. Like I said before, the man is gonna be 37. So I'm just hoping that these LeBroniacs or the LeBron sexuals understand he's not the same guy that he was 10 years ago. Shit, he not even the same dude that he was like 5 years ago. He had to keep it together just to beat the Warriors. Not to mention he needed help from Adam Silver. So, like I said before, the LeBron sexuals need to understand that the man ain't gonna be around forever. And like I said before, you can't have a conversation with them without them like trying to insult you, accusing you of hating and all that kind of stuff. So you just be like, all right, here we go. Oh, Damian Lillard to LA. Well, Damian Lillard signed that he signed that gigantic extension. So I think somebody told me it kick in next year. I don't feel like hearing this neither. But like I said about Damian Lillard, by the way, I know somebody that know him. I know like about 2 or 3 people that know Damian Lillard. So I'm gonna try to see, can I get Damian Lillard on here? I'm gonna let it soak in. I'm gonna let him I'm gonna let him get over the fact that he is gonna be watching the playoffs yet again from home. So, I'm gonna try maybe in a couple of weeks. Or maybe I'll try after the NBA Finals is over. So, but I am gonna try to get Damian Lillard on here. But we already know that they was gonna say Damian Lillard to the Lakers, Damian Lillard to the Knicks. You've been hearing him attached possibly to the Miami Heat. The problem is, like I said, Damian Lillard is gonna take up a lot of salary. Well, like I said, Damian Lillard loyalty is gonna be his downfall. Loyalty is going to be his downfall because, like I said, at the end of the day, it's hard to get top-tier free agents to come play in Portland. Because a lot of times when they drafted by Portland, they can't wait to get out of Portland. And Damian Lillard said he didn't want to join the super team. And like I said before, that's going to be, like I said, that may come back to haunt him. Because at the end of the day, teams ain't loyal to you. Well, I never said LeBron was better than Michael Jordan. So, I mean, but Damian Lillard, he do need to try to see maybe it's a way he could restructure his contract to where they can move him. Like I said, Portland, like I said, they a team that when they draft a superstar, they can't wait to get out of there. They can't wait to get out of there. And that's the damn problem. I've been said I would love to see Damian Lillard go somewhere. Well, here's the thing with the Portland Trailblazers. At the same time, once again, they can't get people to stay there. But keep in mind, this is the same team. Let's go back in history. This is the same team that chose Greg Oden over Kevin Durant. Remember that. They chose Oden over Kevin Durant. Everybody knew Kevin Durant was the consensus best player in that draft. And there was all kind of reports that Oden wasn't going to have a long career in the NBA. There were several reports about his knees. They said that he wouldn't have a lengthy career. And what did they do? They took him number one over Kevin Durant. That was the dumbest thing that they ever did. That was the most stupidest thing they ever did. Now, first of all, don't bring up Michael Jordan. It's Sam Bowie. Because Portland didn't need Michael Jordan at the time. God damn, that car got fucked up. They didn't need Michael Jordan. They already had Clyde the Glide. So you can't knock them for not taking Michael Jordan. So you know that's a different story. But Kevin Durant, he was right there for the taking. He was right there. All they had to do was call his name, and they took Greg. Oh, there were several reports. About the dude's knees. They said they had several reports saying that he wasn't going to have a lengthy NBA career, and Portland took him anyway. And he was out of the league like in 3 years. Still, I don't feel sorry for them. Yeah, kept sorry. I don't know why my stream is I don't know why my stream is messing up. But yeah, like I said, Damian Lillard loyalty is gonna be his downfall. And I don't mean like, you know what I'm saying? He owes Portland nothing. Why everybody gotta go like, look, how's LeBron gonna be considered an all-time great or gonna be considered the GOAT when you gonna look at LeBron's like resume and look who he played with? This man did play with Kyrie Irving, a future Hall of Famer. He played with I'm just saying. He didn't play with Dwayne Wade, a first ballot Hall of Famer. He played with Chris Bosh, a dude that just got put in the Hall of Fame, who should have been a first ballot Hall of Famer. He played with Ray Allen, a first ballot Hall of Famer. LeBron did play with a shitload of first ballot Hall of Famers. Because to me, as far as I'm concerned, Chris Bosh was a first ballot Hall of Famer. We should not call Chris Bosh. He should not be called a second ballot Hall of Famer because everybody knows he should have went in on the first ballot. He should have went in with Tim Duncan, Kobe Bryant, and Kevin Garnett. Kevin Garnett only won one damn championship. Chris Bosh won 2. So I'm just saying, when you look at LeBron's resume, you just look at all these Hall of Famers. I'm I'm gonna say this about. I'm gonna say this about Stephen Curry, and this is just the real deal. I could be wrong, but I think they're gonna let Stephen Curry retire a Warrior. I just can't see Stephen Curry going to play with LeBron. I know a lot of Laker fans are hoping that happens, but I just can't see. I can't see Stephen Curry playing in a Laker uniform. I think Stephen Curry will go home and play in Charlotte before he go play in Los Angeles, because he's beat LeBron in the finals 3 times. More people don't want to play with him than they want to play with him. Kevin Durant, what about to go to the damn Lakers? I do not think Steph Curry is going to come play. That's just a hunch. Like I said, if I'm wrong, y'all know I will come on here and say I was wrong, but I doubt very seriously that Stephen Curry is going to go play in LA. I just can't see it. Like I said, he may go home and play in Charlotte. I can see that happening, playing his last year in Charlotte, but I just think Stephen Curry is going to retire a Golden State Warrior. I do not think that he's going to go to the Lakers. I doubt very seriously, like I said, Stephen Curry is going to go play in LA. I don't see that in him. Because like I said, a lot of people say they don't like playing alongside LeBron because they said when they lose, they don't, LeBron don't get enough blame. But when they win, he get all the credit. Like I said, that's why Kyrie couldn't wait to get the hell out of there. Like I said, most people don't like playing alongside LeBron. You really thought Kawhi Leonard? That's why Kawhi Leonard looked at LeBron like, nigga, what? What you mean? In 2 years, the team gonna be mine. What is you talking about? Kawhi was like, dude, what is you talking about? The 2 years, the team gonna be mine. Like, dude, what is you talking about? Like, Kawhi probably saw that as a slap in the face. He probably like, nigga, I'm from LA. What is you talking about? In 2 years, the team will be mine. Like, dude. And then next thing you know, Kawhi signed with the Clippers. And it was funny, Jalen Rose, like, he was so uninformed. Like, Jalen Rose, he had them poor people in Toronto. I just had a feeling he wasn't going to LA. I just couldn't see. Kawhi ain't built like that. I just couldn't see him playing with LeBron James. Kawhi is a competitor, man. I just couldn't see him like playing, and that's what I'm talking about. And that's why people, when they evaluating LeBron James' career, they gonna say, damn, yeah, look, LeBron is an all-time great. But like I said, people gonna look at who he played with. Michael Jordan played with Hall of Famers, but he only played with one first ballot Hall of Famer, and that was Scottie Pippen, who, by the way, don't get enough credit. You know what I'm saying? He don't get enough credit because, like I said, Michael Jordan had a losing record till Scottie Pippen showed up. And a lot of the Michael Jordan fans, they don't want to accept that it came out of MJ's own mouth. MJ said, I wouldn't have won no championship without Scottie Pippen. I was kind of mad that MJ kind of tried to throw Scottie Pippen under the bus, in that last dance. But I'm going to tell you right now, this is fact. Scottie Pippen does not like Michael Jordan at all. Scottie Pippen does not like Michael Jordan at all. I don't know if Michael Jordan don't like him, but I know for a fact Scottie Pippen don't like Michael Jordan. And then the thing is with Scottie Pippen was shamefully underpaid. And that's why people don't like Jerry Reinsdorf, because he a damn cheapskate. Notoriously cheap. Well, a lot of people don't like to give Scottie Pippen his just due. Like I said, look at Michael Jordan had a losing record until Scottie Pippen showed up. Scottie made a difference. Scottie was a lockdown defender. Scottie Pippen is who Ben Simmons should be. But the problem is Ben Simmons, he can't score. Can't shoot free throws. Don't have a mid-range jump shot. I mean, he can slash, he got good ball handles, he's a good defender, but he's a liability. And he's going into year number 5? And that includes the season that he missed. That's why he almost got traded. One thing about Philadelphia, their offense is centered around Joel Embiid. It's centered around him. Do you really want Ben Simmons to try to take? Do you really want Ben Simmons to call himself trying to take over a game? And I'm just keeping it 100. Philly, if Joel Embiid is not healthy, they don't win that series. And that's why Atlanta, and I'm telling you right now, if Atlanta win game 2, Philly might be in deep trouble. I'm not saying that Ben Simmons can't. I'm just saying that Ben Simmons is a liability. I mean, at this point, sometimes, man, you got to work on your game, man. You got to work on a guy like Ben Simmons should be an 80% free throw shooter. I would make that trade in a heartbeat. And then something else you got to look at. Okay, if Philly get knocked out of the playoffs in the second round yet again, once again, this is going to, I don't want to say this. I don't want to use this word, but man, Doc Rivers is really going to look like a one-hit wonder. He really is going to look like a overrated coach that just ran into a good situation, because he haven't been able to win nothing since. And he's had tremendous talent. And let's just say the Clippers do get past. Let's just say the Clippers do get past the Utah Jazz. What does that say about Doc Rivers? What does that say about Doc Rivers? Because to be honest with you, Doc Rivers, to me, had teams where they should have at least been able to get to the finals. That Clippers team that he had was good enough to, that Clippers team that he had last year was good enough to win the whole damn thing. They was good enough to win the whole damn thing, and well, you seen what happened. They lost like 3 games straight. And that's why they ran his ass up out of there. So if he can't do nothing with this 76ers team, which they a talented team, they're a good defensive team, but once again, you got to start looking at Doc Rivers like, man, can this dude really coach? Or is he a dude that just got lucky and he fell into a good situation? Because I'm going to tell you right now, Larry Brown was one of the most overrated coaches that I ever seen in the NBA. He won a championship with a team that was ready to win. And like I said before, I know people be talking about, well, Rick Carlisle couldn't get it done. Well, he got it done in Dallas. He got it done in Dallas. With one superstar, Dirk Nowitzki, and some crafty veteran. Brown got credit for it, and Larry Brown was a serial quitter. Yeah, I know I know I talk a lot of boxing, but I know my basketball. I know y'all listen to Ticket, and Ticket is the guy, but I know my basketball for real. Larry Brown was a serial quitter. Quit everywhere he went. And he almost messed up Allen Iverson's career because he couldn't understand him. He fell into a good situation, and then, he got all the credit. If he was so good, how come he couldn't win nowhere else? And that Detroit Pistons team was a good defensive team. They had a bunch of role players, and they played good defense. They had Tayshaun Prince, who was a shutdown, lockdown defender. And he bothered Kobe. Like I said, Larry Brown was one of the most overrated coaches that I ever seen. He was overrated as hell. Keep in mind, Rick Carlisle beat the Miami Heat. He beat LeBron James in a series that they wasn't supposed to win. Dirk went bananas in that series. Dirk had that damn Miami Heat team for breakfast. And shout out to Dirk. And that's just what I'm saying about Doc Rivers, man. I just don't know about that dude. And then I'm gonna take it a step further. I really think that Warriors team, I really think the Warriors would have won the championship with Mark Jackson if they would have been patient. But then Mark Jackson, depending on who you talk to, Jason Kidd gonna get another coaching job, I promise you. I really feel if they would have been patient with Mark Jackson, the Warriors would have won a championship. Once again, Steve Kerr was a dude that jumped into a good situation. Mark Jackson clashed with a couple other players, and he clashed with some of the, he clashed with the ownership. Because they felt that Mark Jackson was trying. Now, this is what I heard. I don't know if it's true. This is what I heard. I'm not going to say that it's 100% true. But a lot of people felt that Mark Jackson was trying to push his religion on them too hard. That's just what I heard. I don't know how true it is. I don't know how true it isn't. But that was just what I heard. Because I know Andrew Bogut. That was one of the things that Andrew Bogut was complaining about. That's what he was complaining about with Mark Jackson. But that's just what I heard. I don't know how true it is, but that's just what I heard. That was the rumor that was going around. When all that controversy was happening. And then all of a sudden, like I said, Steve Kerr was a dude, he fell into a good situation. I really believe that they would have won a championship with Mark Jackson. And then it's a damn travesty that Mark Jackson has not got another NBA coaching offer since. Totally ostracized out of the league. It's a damn travesty. It's a damn shame. And I said before, Mark Jackson should file a lawsuit against the NBA for collusion, for defamation of character, and slander. And I think he would win. Somebody please tell me, why can't Mark Jackson get another job? That's all I want to know. Because somebody in this chat, please tell me, why can't Mark Jackson get another damn job? I want somebody to sit up here with a straight face and you tell me why in the hell Mark Jackson can't get a second chance to coach. Because his name has been slandered. He's been whiteballed. I ain't gonna say blackballed, he's been whiteballed. Y'all know what time it is. Well, I mean, look, man, it's Boston. That is just self-explanatory with Boston. Like I said, that's one city I'ma always take a shot at whenever. I'm just saying, why can't Mark Jackson get a second chance? Like I said, you would think the man got, I mean, for real, you would think the man did some, you know? I mean, for real. I really believe that Warriors team would have won 1 or 2 championships under Mark Jackson had they not got rid of him. But Andrew Bogut was one of the dudes that was always complaining, because I think Andrew Bogut is an atheist. So, you know, but he was one of the dudes and it was somebody else. But like I said before, Mark Jackson not getting another job is a travesty, and he should sue the NBA. I mean, if Colin Kaepernick can sue the NFL and get $60 million out of him, well, Mark Jackson should be able to get some money. Like I said, he needs to sue them for collusion. Like I said, this dude had a winning record. Why do, like, for real? Man had a winning record with the Warriors. But yet, like I said, how many championships did Don Nelson win? How many championships did Don Nelson win that he kept, like, going to teams wanting to be the coach and the general manager? Like I say, I will never like that dude. I will never like Don Nelson, because he screwed up a Warriors team that had Chris Mullin, Tim Hardaway, and Mitch Richmond on the same team. 2 Hall of Famers and a dude that should be in the Hall of Fame, and he went tampering and tweaking with the team, and he steamrolled George Karl out of a job. Said when he got hired, "Oh, I just want to be the general manager." Fired George Karl, started coaching the team. Messed up with Chris Webber. Gave Chris Webber that ridiculous contract where he could, like, opt out after his first year. Tried to come in there, make Chris Webber a center. Chris Webber didn't want to play center. He shouldn't have had to play center. But of course, Don Nelson was running to the press. "Oh, this kid is difficult to work with. I can't teach him anything." Messed up Chris Webber's, he ruined Chris Webber's reputation for years. All because Chris Webber said, "Hey man, I'm not a center." That first year with the Warriors, they won 50 games. Had Chris Webber playing center. Chris Webber told the man, "I'm not a center. I'm a power forward." I remember that season. And the Warriors won 50 games. I think they got knocked out of the playoffs by Phoenix. Didn't they get knocked out by Phoenix, or was it the Lakers? But they won 50 games that year. Once again, they was on their way. That's two teams that Don Nelson ruined. Like I said, he gave Mitch Richmond away damn near for some chicken and beer. And Billy Owens wasn't nothing. Oh, he was a good defender, man. For real, man. You don't trade Mitch Richmond. You don't trade a dude that was averaging 24 points a game for Billy. And like I said, he tweaked the team. Don Nelson was his motto was tweak the team. Oh, I'm a mad scientist, and that's why your ass never won nothing. That's exactly why you never won nothing. You didn't win in Milwaukee, you didn't win in Golden State, and you didn't win in Dallas. Always trying to experiment, making people play out of position. Like I said, Chris Webber was never no damn center. And like I said, he ruined that man's reputation for years. And I think to be completely honest with y'all, that's probably why Chris Webber had to wait so long to get into the Hall of Fame. That's probably why Chris Webber, because like I said, his reputation followed him. Oh yeah, and let me in a quick note, right quick before I end this stream. Jalen Rose said something that was real important that I liked when he said that he officially retiring that word bust. You know, say what you want to say about Jalen Rose, but he did go to bat for Kwame Brown, and he talked about guys like Skip Bayless, because like I said, Skip Bayless, to me, I don't care how he try to act like he just so liberal. Look, that article, all you got to do, if you think Skip Bayless ain't no little secretive DL like white supremacist, go look at that article that Skip Bayless wrote about Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And then you come tell me that you don't think Skip Bayless can talk. And like I said, Jalen Rose was spot on when he said, first of all, you ain't never played a damn NBA game in your life. But then you calling people out their name. This dude, you would think this dude was a boxer. This dude would be disrespecting Floyd Mayweather, even though Floyd Mayweather, after last night, he deserved to get disrespected. Which I'm going to talk about that in about 30 minutes. I'm going to let my phone charge. But Skip Bayless never played a damn NBA game in his life. And neither have Stephen A. Smith. I know people have an up and down relationship with Kwame Brown, but at the end of the day, like I said, the same way everybody else saying what they want to say on YouTube, he got a right to say what he want to say. But he right about some of the stuff that's been said about him. Like I said, like I told y'all, this stuff is called suppression and guilt. It's a form of white supremacy and oppression, where white people try to keep us from speaking our minds when they sit up there and ridicule us and talk about us. And that's why I keep saying that dude, Colin Cowherd, is a racist. Because he flat out said, oh, well, I think writers should be able to criticize athletes and they shouldn't be able to say nothing. Dude, what are you talking about? That's a typical because I'm white and I say so statement. That's a flat out white supremacist statement. And like I said about Skip Bayless, Jalen Rose was spot on. Man ain't never played a game in his life. Ain't never boxed in his life. Ain't never played no football. And the funny thing about Skip Bayless, it's funny. Skip Bayless wrote in his book where he called Troy Aikman a homosexual. But a lot of people think that Skip Bayless is a homosexual. So that's ironic. That when I say that is ironic, man, and then people say, oh, it's not personal. Man, Stephen A. Smith is making fun of Kwame Brown's name, and then Skip Bayless was calling Chris Bosh Bosh Spice. Do you know if somebody would have called me Bosh Spice? Do you know? Yeah, I heard. Yeah, right on talking to. Hey, I'm gonna have you on here one day. Do you know if I was Chris Bosh and Skip Bayless would have called me Bosh Spice? Oh, it would have been another Jim Everett and Jim Rome, because I would have tried to. Man, for real. If y'all don't know, Jim Everett got his ass beat. I mean, Jim Rome got his ass beat by Jim Everett because he kept calling him Chrissy. And he tried to disrespect him. To his face, calling him Chris. Because let me tell you this story about Jim Everett. And Jim Everett got made fun of for the rest of his career. It was a playoff game against the 49ers. And for some reason, when he when he dropped back, he just fell on the ground like he thought, like they called it the phantom sack. And everybody made fun of Jim Everett for years. And dude was calling him Chris. And then he came on Jim Rome's show, and Jim Rome kept trying to disrespect him. And you can look this up. It's on YouTube. I cannot remember verbatim what Jim Everett said. He said, check this out. He said, if you call me, he said, you got one more time to call me Chris. And he said, I swear it's going to go down right here, right now. Jim Rome thought he was joking. He said, yeah. He said, okay, Chris. And Jim Everett grabbed Jim Rome and slung his ass like halfway across the room. And Jim Rome deserved it. And if I was Chris Bosh, and I would have told Skip Bayless, I would have put my chair right next to him, and I would have said, I dare you to call me Bosh Spice. I said, I promise you. But you know, Skip Bayless is a lawsuit type of dude. Skip Bayless is a lawsuit type of dude. But I still do it. You know, Chris Bosh can do it now because he retired. But you know, Skip Bayless will say he's 70 years old, but he bragged about how much he work out. So I'm telling you right now, I would double dare Skip Bayless. I'd be like, I'd double dare you to call. So that's what I'm saying. That's personal. These sports writers always got personal. From Jemele Hill, I gotta be honest with you, I never liked Jemele Hill because I saw the secret hatred that she had for black men. She always, and I know somebody gonna say, but she married to a black, so what? So what? I think Jemele Hill, me, myself, I think she's a carpet muncher. For real. I really do. Yeah, I already did. Thanks, P. Yeah, I always got that vibe from Jamal Hill. I always got that vibe. When she said that shit on ESPN, she said, I never liked her. And I always thought that she was a secret black man hater. When she sat up there, it was talking about black fathers, and shout out to Kyrie Irving for that hat. Love that hat. I should try to get that hat where it say Black Fathers Matter. Maybe I'll make my own t-shirt. But when she said they was talking about Father's Day or some stuff, or men that take, she said, I ain't finna give nobody credit for something they supposed to do. So I instantly felt that negativity. And she been taking shots at black men for years. I never liked Jemele Hill. I never liked her. I know she has a deep secret hatred for her father. But she shouldn't, like, at the end, yeah, she got daddy issues. She always used to try to sneak diss brothers. Like I said before, I feel sorry for the nigga that's like laid up and have to wake up next to her. Cause in reality, she probably don't like him. Well, it's like this. It's like this. You can't help who your parents is, but I'll say this much, and I'm gonna leave y'all on this note. Well, if your parents wouldn't have linked up, you wouldn't be here. So you gotta have some kind of respect for your father, and I ain't gonna go biblical on you. That's why, to a certain degree, and I know nobody, I know everybody. I can't speak on everybody, and I know everybody don't have a perfect parent. I know people didn't have parents that did them dirty, and I understand that. But at the end of the day, you gotta somewhat respect your parent. That's why, to a certain degree, I kind of did respect Shaq, because I know Shaq was publicly always talking mess about his father and stuff. And from what I heard, Shaq's biological father tried to apologize to him and make amends with him on several occasions. So that's why, to a certain degree, I don't respect Shaquille O'Neal to a certain degree when it come to that. And he made a whole song bashing his biological father. And to me, when I go back, I don't think that was good for the black community. And that's why people call him Shaquille O'Neal. I would have never made a song. Look, I had issues with my biological father, but at the end of the day, my father apologized to me and my sisters like a man, and we patched things up before he passed. I had a good relationship with my father before he passed. My father apologized to me like a man. He said, "Hey, son, I'm sorry. Did some stuff I shouldn't have did. I apologize. Could y'all forgive me?" And I instantly forgave my father. So like I said, and you could send this part to Shaq. I give Shaq the middle finger, because he shouldn't have made that song, because at the end of the day, this is why the media always demonizing black men and making it look like black fathers don't exist. They really think that some black women self-impregnate. You would think that for real. Oh, sorry to hear that. Yeah, that's just real talk. I hated that. Hey, I hated that song that Shaq made. And that song was made, I was barely man, I might have been man, that was on his second album too. I didn't listen to that song. I would always fast forward. I had that album. I would always fast forward that song. I hated that song. And I hated the video. Whenever that video came on, I would never watch that video. I just always felt that Shaq shouldn't have put that song out. He publicly would be saying that he hated his biological father and all that kind of stuff. He ain't getting no check. He ain't getting no check from me. I remember when his father was on the Ricky Lake show, his father reached out to him several times. He tried to apologize. So, at the end of the day, I just think Shaq is kind of a hypocrite when he talk that self-righteous shit sometimes. So, I'm just saying. That song bothered me a lot. For real. I would have never made a song talking about my biological father. And then he'd rip up a check saying, "Oh, biological ones on the Ricky Lake show." Then he showed this big ass check, and then he rip it up saying he ain't getting the check from me. So I was like, damn, man. Like I said, I hated that song. You know, I really did. Because to me, like I said, you have them songs is kind of dangerous. Because like I said, it gives, and they used to, hey, and they used to play that video used to get played a lot. Yeah, he did. He had his stepfather. Like I said, my stepfather is cool. Like I said, my stepfather was, military. So, I mean, like I said, I had, male role models in my life. I had my father when he came back until he passed away. Then I had my older brother. Then I had my uncle. Then I had my stepdad. So I had men in my life that helped groom me to be the man that I am now. So, but to be honest with you, if I really had to say who really raised me, I would have to say it was my older brother. That's who really was like my father figure. That was like my hero. So, I'm just saying. But yeah, that Shaq video, that used to, whoo, man, I couldn't stand, I'm serious. Couldn't stand that damn song. Well, like I said, at the end of the day, I can't tell you what to do, but to a certain degree, you can respect them from afar. You have the right to be mad at your parent. I never said you can't be mad, but I say to a certain degree, you got to kind of respect them because, like I said, if they didn't link up with your mother, you wouldn't be here. So you can say, hey, I respect you for giving me life, but at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? If he ain't right and you can't, I understand if he ain't like living right or doing right. I understand that. But at the same time, I don't think you should ever hate your parent. You can even go as far as kind of not caring for him, but I would never sit up here and say that I hate my father or I hate my mother or shit like that, because it's just a totally different element when it comes to being a black father. Nothing is more difficult in this world than being a black man and being a father, because the stuff they throw at us, we get stuff through at us from every angle, to the side, from behind to the front. We got to do a lot of ducking, so it's very hard. So I understand what you're saying. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all, like everybody that tapped in. I gotta charge this phone. Like I say, this was a real good stream. Appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? For real.